Is that Seiyaryu? Yeah, it's a pink, fairy looking motherfucker. Yep, that's him. Why the fuck is he on an artwork of a card that's called Dragon's Bind? There's nothing constricting about you. Seiyaryu, it's been a very long... I ain't never care about you, motherfucker. Bullshit aside. Dragon's Bind continuous trap. Activate by targeting one dragon type monster you control with 2,500 or less attack and defense. I see what you did there. Neither player can special summon monsters whose attack is lower than or equal to the target's original attack. And the obvious drawback is obvious: when that monster leaves the field, destroy this card. If you use this as Exceeds material, obviously Dragon's Bind does not leave the field. However, does this card continuously target the monster? But it just says target that one. So we would know you target this, all right, we're talking about this one. If it leaves the field by any means and does not destroy Dragon's Bind, does it still stay in effect? The most logical sense is that it doesn't, but there can be a debate made for otherwise. I didn't really have an issue with Vanity's Emptiness, mainly because you could play it in enough decks. I'm not going to see everything. That's reaching. Dragon's Bind is a card that kind of sort of rewards dragon players for playing dragon. You can obviously get over this card by going bigger than your monster that Dragon Bind is targeting. But this type of card, I don't think is fair for the game, because this is like a significant boost. Oh wait, I'm sounding so intelligent right now. To one particular tribe. I am so glad that dragon rulers are banned. Just wanted to throw that out there. If you go with the maximum, 2,500 attack dragon targeted with Dragon's Bind, that's a whole lot of shit that your opponent cannot special summon. And if they were going to special summon something bigger, it usually requires smaller monsters to do it. Bold prediction here. Decks that can use 3 Dragon's Bind are going to be using 3 of this. No matter what the restriction is. I mean, it is a trap. So it can be played in response. I'm going to activate the effect special summon. No, because it's a trap, it's chainable. Even with the drawback of the monster having to stay out, it's still going to be a card, in my opinion, that's going to be played because it just says, fuck you. As the controller of this card, or the owner, you can kind of sort of control when you activate it, so it doesn't hurt you so much. It is a good thing, however, that they did give it this activation requirement, 2,500 or less attack and defense. So it isn't just so easy to play and everything, but there's going to be some deck, at least one of these motherfuckers, that can play this card and you just sit there and be like, I can't do nothing. To clarify, I do not think that this card is fair. It's the fact that it says dragon type monster. You are giving dragon something seemingly unfair, at least comparison to everything else in the field. But of course, there can be some type of argument for another perspective. I am going to assume that most of us understand how Vanity's Emptiness worked, and it was a pain in the ass to play against, especially when you had 3 of them. This is like Emptiness, kinda, sorta. It's a tad bit more controllable, but it also has more restriction. But at the end of the motherfucking month, it is still a trap card that's continuous, that can be destroyed by some effect, prevent special summoning. I don't think we're going to make that mistake again. Restrictions and all. This motherfucker's going to be played. And if it ain't, I will be very motherfucking surprised. Despite the fact that Seiyaryu's fairy ass is on this shit. So, I'd like to thank y'all for watching. If you would like to help me pay rent, all you gotta do, say yes, disable ad block, click an ad, put it back on. Thank you very much in advance. It's literally seconds. Yeah, my gratitude is very much appreciated. They really could have got some other motherfucking dragon for this motherfucking card. There's nothing binding, nothing constricting. It's like, hold me, hug me, bitch. There's nothing like that on this card. You could have got better artwork. Come on, son.